What does it say? And if you need to a man, let me know. Say my body, you are chill. Shaka, pop your passage here. Never not just Sunday. We call this Sunday. But they don't make your friend. What chicken say? Go, so I say.
Somebody they steal and somebody they buy. Somebody they see, but the same person is buy. Now every day I tell this. 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 Now every day I tell this.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. But it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn. Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gully Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start up talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put it to Ichiki. Be that living sense in her.
Good morning to you, beautiful people in Radio Land. This morning, I'd like to welcome all of you to this brand new presentation of the program from the Print News. Today, Monday, the 2nd of March, and the year is 2026. It's good to be here this morning, and I'm Wendell Nimle. I'm here together with Esther Daco. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. It's good to be here again on this Monday.
All right, so in our studio this morning, we have the In-Profile Daily and the Front Page Africa newspaper to share with you. But those of you who are watching us, don't forget to always drop a comment in our comment section. So if you are watching us, please let us know where you are watching from by, dropping the comment in our comment section. All right, so we are about to run you through the stories we have to share with you on this edition of the show. But before we do, we want to say a big thank you, as always, to Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. So, folks, let me also wish a good friend and brother, the Deputy Inspector General of Police for Crime Services, that's you, Simeon Frank. Today is the birthday of Simeon Frank, and he's the 3rd person in command there at the Liberia National Police. So I want to wish you all the best from all of us, your friends here at Freedom. We say happy birthday to you, Deputy Inspector General for Crime Services at the Liberia National Police, Simeon Frank. Happy birthday to you. All right, so let's begin with the Front Page Africa newspaper. And first we have here top stories. It says, exonerated. LACC clears Emma Metier Glasgow of corruption allegations. And that's the top stories. First story, Corruption Watch. Exonerated. LACC clears Emma Metier Glasgow of corruption allegations. Let's move on. Blatant violation. Osborne raises red flag on officials serving in government and party positions simultaneously. All right. And I think this story is very interesting. So let's see what we can get. Few lines from there. Blatant, it says violation. Let's see what the Osborne man is saying about people who are serving key positions in government at the same time in the political party they come from. So let's see, where is that story? We'll take a few lines from there. Let's get to it and take a few lines. Yes, we are there. It says blatant violation. Osborne man raises red flag on officials serving in government and party positions simultaneously. The Office of the Ombudsman says it is preparing to submit an official report to the Liberian Senate detailing what it describes as ongoing violations of the National Code of Conduct by several government officials holding executive positions in political parties. Appearing before the Senate during a public hearing on a proposed amendment to the anti corruption law, the chairperson of the Office of the Ombudsman, Councillor Finlay Wakanga, told lawmakers that it is a direct violation of the Code of Conduct for appointed officials in the executive branch to simultaneously serve as officials or stalwarts of political parties. It is a complete breach of the Code of Conduct that guides public officials, Councillor Kanga said during the hearing before the Senate Standing Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights Claims, and Petitions. About the Code of Conduct, the National Code of Conduct, COC, enacted in 2014, pursuant to Article 90 of the 1986 Constitution, was designed to curb corruption, nepotism, and unethical behavior in public service. The law seeks to promote transparency, accountability, and integrity by ensuring that public officials place national interests above personal or partisan considerations. Alleged violations, Councillor Kanga emphasized that the appointed officials engaging in active partisan politics while holding government positions constitutes a violation of Section 5.1, A, B, and C, and 5.8 of the Code of Conduct. One of the major breaches in our public space is to have appointed officials of government, particularly within the executive branch, stay playing active roles in various political parties, most especially holding party positions, he told the senators. When we say that the act of public officials engaging in political activities is unethical, what that simply means is that it is wrong for these officials to serve in government and at the same time serve at the level of political parties. Once they are at that level, they would definitely be engaged in political activities, he added. President yet to act. Councillor Kanga disclosed that he had disclosed. Okay, let me see. It says Councillor Kanga disclosed that he had previously submitted a comprehensive report along with recommendations to President Joseph Newman Boaka. However, he said no definitive action has been taken. Following his disclosure, the Senate requested that the Ombudsman formally forward the report and recommendations for its consideration, a request he agreed to fulfill. Officials named in August last year, the Office of the Ombudsman listed 26 government officials it said were allegedly in violation of the Code of Conduct. Among those named were Cooper Crow, Minister of Labor and Chairman of the Movement for Democratic and Reconstruction. That's for Democracy and Reconstruction. Reverend Dr. Luther Tappe, Board Chair, National Port Authority, and Chairman of the ruling Unity Party, Amos Twe, Managing Director, Liberia Petroleum Refining Company, and Secretary General of the Unity Party, Cornelia Wonkole Crow, Minister of Youth and Sports, then Deputy Minister of State, Chairperson of the Unity Party Fundraising Committee, a member of its National Steering Committee. Others listed include Roy Bryant, Superintendent of Montserrat County and National Vice Chairman for Mobile Membership, Mobilization and Recruitment, Unity Party, Robert Bestman, Mayor of Painesville City and Chairman of the Unity Party for Montserrat County, Jacob Smith, Deputy Managing Director, LPRC, and Liberty Party Executive, Daniel O. Sando, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Ministry of Information, and Executive of the Liberty Party, Ansu Dole, official of the National Disaster Management Agency and Chairman of the All Liberian Party, and Kelvin D.J. Matadi, Assistant Minister, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and Executive of the MDR. The Ombudsman indicated that additional officials remain in similar dual roles, but were not publicly named. All right, so folks, that's the blatant violation according to the Office of the Ombudsman. Raises red flag on officials serving in the key positions in government at the same time in their political parties. So let's get to our last top story. Seeking justice, government of Liberia engages Ghanaian authorities after citizen mobbed to death. And we told a Liberian citizen was beaten to death by some Ghanaians. And I hope the authorities are doing something about this news. It's sad. But let's move on. LEC Managing Director unveils 1.6 billion power reform plan. Rallies investors behind sector overhaul. Rebuilding public trust. We are no longer in crisis stabilization mode. We want a strategic partnership, including an infrastructure partnership. The Liberia Electricity Corporation is investment ready. The government put $50 million in the first post-war Liberia history in the budget. Mohammed M. Sharif, Managing Director, LEC. And then lastly, for the front page Africa newspaper, okay, let's move on and take this final story. Saudi rice shipment becomes early tests of Barca government's anti-corruption drive, but experts say delay in trial is undermining trust. And it says here, the indictment at the heart of the case focuses on 25,000 bags of 25-kilogram rice donated by the government of Saudi Arabia in April 2023, valued at $552,000. The rice was given to Liberia's National Disaster Management Agency for distribution when disaster struck. When the flooding crisis hit in 2024, it should have been quickly disbursed to victims. But then prosecutors allege a series of transfers by officials meant large numbers of the bags were diverted, mishandled, or unaccounted for. All right, so let's see. I would like to take a few lines from this story about the, case involving the former NAFA boss. Let's take a few lines from that story. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting for, the public. But let's take a few lines from there. It says the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has exonerated Emma Metier Glasgow, former Director General of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority of corruption following a months-long investigation into allegations tied to the use of World Bank-funded resources. In a formal communications dated December 23, 2025, the LACC concluded that its probe into claims of financial impropriety involving the construction of NAFA's new headquarters did not establish criminal intent or liability on Glasgow's part. From analysis of the evidence gathered by the investigation, we are pleased to inform you that the investigation did not establish any criminal intent or liability on the part of Honorable Glasgow. Hence, by this instrument, she has been cleared by the investigation, the Commission stated in its letter. The document was approved by the LACC's executive chairperson, Councillor Alexandra Kizo. Focus of the investigation centered on allegations of misapplication of World Bank project funds earmarked for the Bourgeois Island facility. At issue was more than US $800,000 reportedly spent on the construction of NAFA's headquarters. After examining documentation and evidence gathered during the inquiry, the LACC determined that the threshold for criminal culpability was not met. Glasgow consistently denied wrongdoing, asserting that all expenditures complied with the World Bank's procurement guidelines and no objection protocols. She maintained that payments were processed through the Ministry of Finance's project financial management unit, consistent with donor procedures. Observers familiar with World Bank project cycles noted that such expenditures typically undergo layer scrutiny, including review by a project implementation unit, endorsement by a national project steering committee, and final clearance from the bank. The General Auditing Commission did not issue any adverse findings regarding the project. The LACC clearance effectively aligns with those prior oversight outcomes. Suspension and legal developments. Glasgow legal troubles began in February 2025 when President Joseph Boakai suspended her from office following concerns raised by the NAFA Board of Directors about administrative management and the handling of donor-supported funds, including those under the Liberia Sustainable Management of Fisheries Project. Her suspension came just a year into President Joseph Boakai's administration, raising eyebrows over political wish hunt of tenure officials appointed by former President George Weah. Government officials at the time framed the actions as a precautionary measure to preserve accountability. Information Minister Gerald Lemick-Pia said the president's decision followed the board's recommendations and was taken in the interest of transparency, maintaining that her removal violated constitutional due process guarantees. Glasgow subsequently filed suit before the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice, alleging wrongful dismissal and violations of her rights under Article 20A of the Constitution, as well as protections embedded in the NAFA Act. The regional court acknowledged her filing and granted the Liberian government 30 days to respond. In November 2025, prior to the Commission's formal clearance, Glasgow resigned for personal reasons. President Boakai accepted the resignation and thanked her for her service to Liberia's fisheries and aquaculture sector. The investigation unfolded amid Liberia's post-election political transition. Glasgow, appointed in 2022 under former President George Weah, was suspended just over a year into President Boakai's administration, although no official determination linked the matter to political considerations. Some analysts suggested that transitional shifts often intensify scrutiny of holdover appointees. The suspension fueled public debate among governance standards and due process protections. Broader implications during her tenure, Glasgow mobilized international fisheries, financing strengthening compliance with European Union standards on illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing and elevating Liberia's profile in regional fisheries governance. She also developed legacy livelihood programs for fisher folks through the establishment of a co-management association and programs such as net exchange, transition of paddling canoe to fireball glass boats, distribution of safety equipment, life jackets, AIS transponder, B, GPS microloan finance, construction of FAO Tero processing technique, among others. Esther, I think we can stop here and then send controls to you to bring us the In Profile Daily newspaper.
Sure, Wendell. Thank you very much. On my decks, I have the In Profile Daily. It's right here before me, and we're gonna go through it and bring you some lines. The top story here says Omega marketers, we are selling indict. And it's right here. We want to see this story. Page 10 has this story because Wendell, I think, was it Thursday, the day you were running around? We saw it in this, was it in the front page? One of the papers had it that.
The people so Minga living in China.
No, not necessarily that. For the fire incident that was happening at where the diets are normally taken to. I think you followed that story. So I'm being told that
the place called Wentown.
Yeah, Wentown.
Yeah.
And so the Monrovia City Corporation will not be able to take diets from different areas now until they can, cope the situation that's happening down there. So in that, they were asking those who were in the markets, business places to manage their diets in the meantime until they can have somewhere to take it to. So this is just the beginning of diet in the city. Let's start getting used to it until that situation can be handled, because when imagine they were calling for international partners, mentioning European unions to come to the aid concerning the fire incident that happened. So I don't know how far it have gone, whether the fire gone off or what it is, but at the end of the day, still the air was polluted when there are those that live in the area. I mean, but let's take this story. It says we are selling indict. Several marketers in the commercial hub of Omega in Painesville staged a protest on Friday, February 27, 2026. They demanded the immediate removal of a huge garbage in the area. The aggrieved marketers, most of whom are plantain, bitter ball, and pepper sellers, said the mountain waste at the Ellen building in a market poses a serious health risk to their well-being. They said since they relocated from the Redland market in 2021, there has been no effort by the marketers' management or the Painesville City Corporation to clear the waste. The group spokesperson Benu Kamara alleged that each vendor was requested to pay 500 Liberian dollars to the Omega Market Superintendent Jala McLean to remove the garbage, but said nothing of such has been done. It says Benu said the superintendent is yet to account for the amount collected. She emphasized that the deteriorating environment has caused customers to go away, leaving their business to move at a slow pace. This diet business started since we came from Red Light in 2021. We are selling but do not have the chance to do business well. We are not in peace. We are eating at a place where flies are all over and our health matters. Customers are running away from this area because of the dirt. Our businesses are not even going. The market superintendent collected $500 from each of us and said he was going to make sure the garbage is removed. But we are not seeing anything like that, Madam Kamara said. The Omega marketers have meanwhile called on government through the PPCC to speedily intervene and address this blight. They promise to intensify their protests in the coming days if the relevant authorities refuse to remove the mountain of dirt. Our message to the PCC here is that we're asking them to come and take the dirt because we are getting sick from it. Meanwhile, when contacted, Superintendent McLean denied allegations of collecting money from marketers for the removal of the garbage. McLean said he has only been conducting follow-ups to determine the cost of the facilitating the removal of the waste. According to him, only regular table fees have been collected. Nobody has ever collected 500 for garbage. Before you collect money, you need to do research or bring people who know about garbage disposal. How will you collect money from people when you do not know the garbage loads that will be carried? But that's the story. Let's come back to the back page of the In Profile Daily. And it says government defense yellow machines procurement. This is right here. You can grab a copy. It's on page 10. We are opening up this country together. Waka tells lawmakers when I think it's for Thursday. The people,
The whole country was yellow. I know that. I don't know how you playing that.
this government window.
But
The very mature government. I'm telling you.
is on a serious note, is a big shame to have government officials, leaving their jobs. Lawmakers, I'm told the speaker had to adjourn session, just to go and tour those used machines and trucks. I was sitting somewhere and all of the guys, but I thought people were talking about these trucks are not durable. The trucks they brought, the guys who are into the trucking business, they were saying to me, Wendell, I mean, you need to talk about this. These trucks that we are seeing, they are not durable. But anyway, Thursday, we all saw them in their yellow suits. Can you imagine
their yellow trucks?
The people it shows on seriousness where government officials will just jump. You know how many? Since we've been knowing ourselves as a country and growing up in this country, where government will procure, materials for the country, then it come in a particular color, then we see all the government officials wearing that color to go and parade with it. That's big joke. Serious joke.
Yeah, of course. But let's take some lines from that. It is on page 10 of this paper. We will take a couple of lines because I don't know. It's interesting though. Your lawmakers were all in yellow on Thursday in this country. But it's here.
Let's be clear with that. Those that were wearing the yellow were supporters of this government, not the opposition lawmakers.
Of course, I know that.
Yeah,
Sure,
okay.
of course, yeah. You're right to rectify that. But let's take the story. We are opening up this country together. Waka tells lawmaker. Where is this story? Okay, we are opening it up. President Joseph Nema Boakai on Thursday, February 26th, received a courtesy visit from members of the 55th legislature, primarily the House of Representatives, led by Speaker Richard Namwikun at the Executive Mansion. The lawmakers acknowledged the arrival of the first batch of earth-moving equipment intended to advance national road infrastructure development. In his welcome, President Boakai expressed appreciation to the lawmakers for their presence and for recognizing the administration's commitment to improve road connectivity and expand access all over the country. I think Boakai said the acquisition of the equipment represents a major national milestone achieved through collaboration between the executive and legislative branches of government. These machines are here to open our country, President Boakai stated. He assured that they will construct roads, build bridges in rural communities, and improve accessibility needed to accelerate development nationwide. He noted that improved road access will strengthen national unity and economic opportunity, observing that Liberia's growth depends on connecting communities and creating opportunities for the citizens. Boakai further disclosed that his administration is preparing for a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a 4-lane highway stretching from St. Paul Bridge to Bowatasa and Madinkoma, extending through Gbapulu County project to enhance regional trade and mobility. We want our country to be great for our children and grandchildren so they can inherit a nation they are proud of. He reaffirmed that government remains focused on development and service to the Liberian people. We were elected to build our country, not to celebrate politics. We are here for Liberia. On behalf of the legislature, Speaker Kuhn, accompanied by Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler and dozens of House members commended President Walker for his leadership and commitment to infrastructure development. The lawmakers described the arrival of the equipment as a new dawn for road sector and pledged continued legislative support for advanced rural development and national connectivity. The visiting delegation reaffirmed its readiness to work closely with the administration to ensure sustained success in infrastructure expansion and inclusive national development. That's the story. Next, we have lawmakers tour the LRA new DI site. And this is on page 10. You can also grab a copy to read that story. Let's bring you to the back page. It says, reinstate Phoebe workers now. Bong lawmaker urges CSA. And this story is on page 8. And let's jump there and take some lines. It says, Bong County District 5 Representative Eugene J. M. Cully has called for the immediate reinstatement of suspended workers at Phoebe Hospital, urging the Civil Service Agency to reconsider its decision and prioritize dialogue over disciplinary action. The lawmaker made a statement on Thursday, February 26, 2026, when he visited a Phoebe Hospital compound in Swakoko to engage with health workers who recently staged a protest and go-slow action. The workers have raised concerns about deteriorating infrastructure, insufficient medical supplies, and difficult working conditions, which they said are undermining effective healthcare delivery. Addressing the aggrieved staff, Rep. Colley described their protest as a legislative call for reform rather than an act of defiance. He emphasized that the workers' concern reflects the broader challenges facing the healthcare sector in Bong County and across Liberia. If our people decide to go slow because of the current condition of the hospital, it means they are standing for better healthcare services for our citizens, Colley stated during the engagement. However, he urged the punitive measures coerce intentions and disrupt as essential medical services. He appealed directly to CSA Director General Josiah Joker to review the suspensions and work towards an amicable solution. According to him, supporting healthcare workers is crucial to strengthening public confidence in the health system. He noted that improving conditions at Phoebe Hospital will ultimately enhance service delivery and benefit thousands of residents who relied on the facility. But that's the story. Let's see more. It says, amid overcrowding, Monrovia Central Prison descending into chaos. Amid crowding, Monrovia Central Prison descending into chaos. And it's right here. It says feces are said to be leaving their septic tanks and backing up into the commodes in the various prisons. Family of a prisoner at Monrovia Central Prison said. But let's see more stories. Maryland market vendors to stage strike action today. Maryland market vendors to stage strike action today, I tell you. And then Liberia Embassy engages Ghana authorities over death of citizen in Accra. Liberia Embassy engages Ghana authorities over death of citizen in Accra. This is on, what page is this on? Page 9. We'll take some lines. Let's know who is this, who this person is and what happened. The government of Liberia has received confirmed information regarding the death of a Liberian national, Mr. Augustine Tengwa, age 26, following an incident that occurred on February 27, 2026 in the Lashibi Sakomo area of Accra, Ghana. The Embassy of Liberia in Accra was informed of the matter on February 28, 2026, and immediately initiated contacts with the relevant Ghanaian authorities, including the crime unit of the district police, to obtain various detail to ensure that appropriate procedures are being followed. According to information provided by the Ghana Police Service, the matter is currently under active investigation. The embassy has informed the that arrests have been made in connection with the incident and efforts are ongoing to apprehend other individuals believed to be involved. The government of Liberia is said to have been informed that Mr. Tengwe, a resident of the Spintex area, had gone to visit a fellow Liberian at a residential property in Lashibi when an altercation occurred, which subsequently led to the unfortunate events now under investigation. The Ghana Police Service immediately responded to the scene and transported Mr. Tengwe to the community hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The Embassy of Liberia in Ghana is said to be in communication with individuals connected to the incident, members of the Liberian community in Ghana, and the appropriate Ghanaian authorities. According to officials, the government is also making efforts to formally engage the next of kin of the deceased in order to provide appropriate consular assistance and support. Liberian officials are quoted as saying that they will continue to follow the matter closely and will remain actively engaged with the relevant Ghanaian authorities to ensure the matter proceeds in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Ghana. The government of Liberia extends its deepest condolences to the family, friends, and community of Tengwe. The government has shared deep sorrow with the Liberian community in Ghana at this tragic loss and assures them of its full commitment to following its matter to its conclusion. The government calls on members of the Liberian community in Ghana to remain calm and allow the ongoing investigation to proceed. Meanwhile, the government of Liberia says it remains confident in the due process of law and in the long-standing cordial relations between the Republic of Liberia and the Republic of Ghana. Finally, for the back page of this paper, two draft educational bill under scrutiny. What is not the last? And finally, workers 50,000 personal donation signals new era. I don't know what this is, Wendell. Workers 50,000 personal donation signals new era. So far, these are all of the stories. I don't know, is there a donation made at the University of Liberia program? I think he says this is for research innovation in Liberia's higher education. But that's good news. And so far, this is it. Wendell, let's send controls to you. We have Gus.
Thank you very much, Esther. Just before we can bring us in, we have a couple of stories here. Okay. What's happening here? Okay. So let's recap those stories we brought you this morning, and then after that we'll have Gus introduce himself, and then we take our break. So these are the stories we brought you this morning. We started with the front page African newspaper, and we started with the top stories. Exonerated. LCC clears Emma Metia Glasgow of corruption allegations. Blatant violations. Osbald man raises red flag on officials serving in government and party positions simultaneously. And lastly, for top stories, seeking justice, government of Liberia engages Ghanaian authorities after citizens mobbed to death. And LEC MD unveils 1.6 billion power reform plan, rallies investors behind sector overhaul, rebuilding public trust. We are no longer in crisis stabilization mode. We want a strategic partnership, including an infrastructure partnership. The Liberia Electricity Corporation is investment ready. The government put 50 million in the first post-war Liberia history in the budget. Mohammed M. Sharif, Managing Director, LEC. And lastly, for the front page, Africa, Saudi rice shipment becomes early test of Waka government's anti-corruption drive. But experts say delaying trial is undermining trust. And that does it for the front page Africa. Let's run to the in profile daily. Omega marketers, we are selling in date. Government defends yellow machines procurement. And it says we are opening up this country together. Bwaka tells lawmakers all dress up in yellow. And lawmakers tour LRA new DI site. And that's the front page of the In Profile Daily. Let's run you to the back page. Reinstate Phoebe workers now. Bong lawmaker urges CSA. And amid overcrowding, Monrovia Central Prison descending into chaos. All right. And Maryland market vendors to stage track action today. And we see Liberia embassy engages Ghana authorities over death of citizen in Accra. And two draft educational bill under scrutiny. And Bwaka's 50,000 personal donation signals new era. And that does it for the In Profile Daily newspaper. You say we have Gus, right? Gus?
Yes, we do.
Gus, welcome. Good morning from our end.
Yes, good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. Gus Coleman, glad to be here.
All right, so we're going for our break now. When we come back, we have two talking points on our plate this morning. But let's take word from our sponsors first. And then when we come back, we bring you our talking points. It's a program from the Pre-News on Freedom FM 87.9. And we are right here with you this morning on this radio. So if you're there, stay tuned as we now take our break.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk.
Welcome back, folks. Let's say a big thank you to Crime Stopper Liberia, headed by Old Man Sam Sion. I think by now we should know the essence of Crime Stopper Liberia. They are there to fight crimes in the community and to tell us citizens of this country that we should follow the rule of law because that's the only way forward. Also, part of this program is Exeter's Best Price store with 2 branches. One is on the Old Road. The other one is down Gurley Street, Central Monrovia. So you're having that special occasion and you know you want to get everything to suit that occasion. Well, just drive to Exeter's Best Price store. If you're close to town, go to Gurley Street. They also run the Exeter's Entertainment Center. And they have another spot there on the Old Road, Smart Road Junction for your alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. well, Exodus Best Price Store is that place to be. And also part of us is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. You know, they are now only into the petroleum business. They do the rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks. They have on the Liberian market Mayuba water and Mayuba rice. They also run a mini clinic there in the Ghanarsville Town Hall community. So, folks, let's send controls now to our man Gus. And Gus, let's give you some more time to, you know, you've been following all of the stories. I don't know which one caught your attention.
Well, yeah, I have, but you said you had two stories. So
Yeah,
I
but
will
we can
take.
let's give you the time. We can speak to the two stories, but let's give you the time.
Okay.
Maybe something on your mind you want
Yeah.
us to talk about.
No, I mean they're all kind of trivial. I'll be honest with you. Emma Glasgow situation is interesting, but then I heard you're reading that she resigned, which I think is rather unfortunate that she even chose the option to resign because right now she would have had a case to sue the government, you know, for wrongful termination, all of those things. But again, resignation means she probably took some money. That's how she resigned. So who knows? But it just to tell you what
She
we've
she she,
all
she
has.
actually she actually sued because she took the matter to the ECOWAS court. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but now, if she took it to the ECOWAS court, she don't even need to go to ECOWAS court anymore because now she can just
Mhm.
go to the Supreme Court here of Liberia. I mean, the government, according to what the Supreme Court has been doing, she should be reinstated, and the government should pay her out of all those years or times that she was absent. So I'll be honest with you, if there was no resignation, she has a case. So, but if she did resign, there must
Mhm.
have been some kind of agreement. That's the
Yeah.
only
Yes.
thing I can assume,
Yes.
you
Mhm.
know, because I was not going to resign. Look at what happened with the guy at Enfield, right? Again, it was the same thing they were doing, going after tenure positions to put in their people, you know. So, again, Emma's situation, if Emma was forced to resign, she can go back to the court and they should be able to reinstate her, you know. But that is there. Liberia too. You know, the yellow machine situation. I mean, it's rather shameful. In 1 mile, use the right lane to sorry, guys, I'm driving. So, so on the what's the name? On the yellow machine situation, it's rather embarrassing that you have lawmakers going out in yellow to celebrate when the hubs of these machines aren't even there. The budget for the machine are not even available. I listened to Minister Samuka yesterday. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Look at the rain where they park those machines. We knew the machine was coming. You could not put money aside to even put cement down. So when the machines came, they would sit down there, put some kind of shelters so they can cover those machines. Turn right on US. No, we didn't do any of those things. So for me, it tells me everything about a country that we call Liberia that is ran by a bunch of people that have no clue. But they call themselves educated and they call themselves leaders because you do not do that. You don't bring in machines when you're not even ready to maintain them. You don't bring in machines when you have nowhere to store them. Okay, and you're gonna store them in mud and in rainy season time in a where we're gonna have torrential downpours. You know, so that's my thing with the yellow machine. I just think it showed that we're ill prepared and nothing's gonna come out of it. From what we also heard, nothing. This whole rainy season we're gonna be stalled, right? Because until all the rest of the machine come, they have money and they have these hubs built so they can have them in the various counties. It's going to be during rainy season. They can't use them until the next dry season. That's what we heard from the guy that's going to run it. And I want to actually commend Mr. Samukai for being candid about the issues that we have. So again, that's where we are, man. Let's discuss what other topic you want.
Thank you, and think those are the issues on my mind. You know, relative to the Emma Glasgow issue and this Osborne man
Is
you know
it
issue.
Yeah, I can read it, man. Hey, man. That's how you see. We got a real relation. I read it, man. Mouth. Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
No, to be frank, that's it. You know, Gus, they you really spoke my mind this morning, you know, about Emma Glasgow. She would have had a good case to push, but you know why she was illegally taken from her position because she was serving attorney position.
And Winter, honestly, I understand her point where she's coming from. You know, the issue of the whole resignation thing. You know, our justice system cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
We have seen countless of times things happen in this country, and the justice system just handle it any kind of way.
Yeah.
So it is better to walk away with something than to walk away with nothing. So I'm not saying, you know, that she was compensated because I don't know about that, but the fact that, you know, she resigned and, you know, continue the legal process, at least her name is clear, and that's it.
Yeah. And that is where I'm coming from, because, you know, Eamon was illegally taken from her attorney position.
Right.
And why, you know, being removed from her attorney position, in that period, she was able to turn in her resignation and then took her case to the ECOWAS court. But now the LECC has come up to clear Emma that she had no fish to fry in whatever corruption allegation that was leveled against her. So, I mean, Emma, we want to say a big thank you to you, because there is no record that shows that you were involved into corruption at NAFA. So, I want to say kudos to you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and also, you know, this is to Mr. Boakai. To tell you, first of all, it was so ill-advised. Emma was probably the most efficient higher president we had. We had a fishery that was non-existent. That place was dilapidated. That place was place where you just put money in the hole. You see what I'm saying? But this woman, because of her education in that sector, because of her experience in that sector, George Weah hired her, President Weah hired a competent person. We saw how much she was contributing to the national budget. We saw how she was changing the fishery sector because, again, she was competent. But what did they do? Because of their weakness and their hatefulness, she became one of their targets. And I'm glad their own LACC or whatever it is came and cleared the lady's name. And Emma, I mean, sister, we will continue to praise you because you stood up fast and did your work diligently. And that's what some of us in these places that we are, want our people to do. You represented us well. Thank you.
And Esther, you know, another thing is, I mean, I don't know why this government, through this president, I mean, just disrespecting all of the laws in our country. Can you imagine the president was informed about, you know, parties officials that are serving in appointed positions that is against the code of conduct? And the president said he was going to act. Since he was informed or written by the Ombudsman office, the president is yet to act. So you see what we're heading to as a country? Because the code of conduct says you cannot be an official of government at the same time you're playing a key role in your party. He mentioned names of officials. One is the labor minister, Cooper Cry. Cooper Cry is the minister of labor. At the same time, he served as the chairman for MDRO, Prince Johnson Party.
Right.
All right. And the deputy managing director at LPRC is also a member of the Liberty Party. He served in a key position. And there are a lot of names that were mentioned. But the president is yet to act on these people because these are the very lies they came to with power. Oh, yesterday they said, Joe, we are administration. There were parties officials taking party cars to, you know, party government cars to party gatherings and all of that. Now they've come back. They are doing the same thing. What kind of country is this? What kind of change Joseph Boakai said he has brought to this country? Because we can see no change, just the disrespect from, you know, government officials, disrespecting the laws of our country. and doing all kinds of things. It's not fair for our country. The things you said were bad yesterday are the very things you people are practicing today. So where are we going now as a country? Where you brought yellow machine in that, for the country. You see, you will wear yellow suit to go and parade them. We saw all the lawmakers then that are supporting this regime in yellow suits, including, I'm told, the speaker, the third most powerful person in this country, had to adjourn section because his time was running late for the parade of the yellow machines. You see what we're going to? Serious country cannot do that kind of thing. Serious country where all the lawmakers then will go wear yellow suit because they brought yellow machine in. I mean, that's been very
When the other man didn't just wear yellow suit, he took a whole delegation to the executive mansion.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they had a session.
The deputy speaker, all of them.
Deputy speaker had his yellow gown.
Yeah. I don't understand, man. The country here. I'll be real sick. But let me just say this to the Ministry of Public Works and the road construction that is ongoing on the Bourgeois Island. Hey, I don't understand, man. You can't be fixing the road and the dust is too much. You're not even wasting water on the road, man. The dust is too much. And the people ain't got nowhere else to stand to get car. That just right there, you will see people from Logan Town. You will see people from Seyon Town. You will see people from, Bong Mai's Bridge. They're just standing right there waiting for car, and the dust just killing them. So when you waste water today, then after 10, 15 days before you go waste water again, you can't treat the people like that. People are getting sick. There are babies, there are old people, just vulnerable in our community. And the dust not easy across the bridge. It's not easy, Esther.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even try to wear a white shirt and sit in the car before you get to your office. That shirt will turn brown.
Wow.
That's the kind of dust that I'm talking about. So the Public Works Ministry, you need to do something about this. The construction company, MDMC. Every morning, you're supposed to be wasting water on that road. Every morning. Don't be selective in doing it. The people are suffering from the dust. All of us going through that dust.
All the water machine are too small, so they say they're waiting for the rain to start.
And that rain that came yesterday, that rain that fell yesterday was a help. That rain, it reduced the dust a little bit.
Oh, yes. Yesterday was...
Oh, the weather was so beautiful yesterday. But last night, too, it was cold. Except you're a lonely person at home. That's the only way you wouldn't get that body heat. But it was kind of cold last night.
We're talking about it.
But anyway, but that's it, folks. Let's take a few calls and then we can go from here. But let me say happy birthday to the Deputy Inspector General for Crime Services at the Liberia National Police, Simeon Frank. Happy birthday to you. Today is also the birthday of the head of the Monrovia City Police, Amos Alfonso Pepe. Happy birthday to you, the City Police, big man. All right, he's the big guy, the number one man for the Monrovia City Police. Amos Alfonso Pepe, happy birthday to you, my brother. Wish you all the best as you celebrate your birthday. All right, let's take a few calls. Callers.
Just before we take calls, Montel, let me just encourage these people to keep their transactions coming in. *255*1#. The cash giveaway is still open. Keep your transactions coming in. We already have our first winner. We will call you right after we are off this show. That is probably after our commercials. We will call the winner. But keep your transactions coming in. *255*1#. Keep playing. When we come back, we will see if we can do another draw.
And tomorrow, March 3, is also the birthday of our sister who is visiting Liberia from Canada.
Yes.
Kadi passed away.
Yeah.
All right. Kadi passed away will be celebrating her birthday on tomorrow. And the get together is on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah,
so Gus is going to facilitate our trip. Gus is going to be the one to facilitate our trip.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Gus will buy us gas. Gus will have to
I'll have to reach out to Tunis. Tunis, I'm a financial man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got your
Yeah.
financial man.
that.
Just make sure our guys come for our program on Saturday. All right, but let's go to the
Talk to
phone
Tunis.
lines. Happy pre-birthday to you. Kadi passed away tomorrow. Is your day. From Esther, from Gus, from Tunis, from all of us here, including Aliyu Masale. We say happy pre-birthday to you. Kadi passed away. Let's take this person as our first caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you join us from?
I'm Steven Taifai. I'm phoning in from a single resident.
Let's hear you. You have a minute.
I heard that it broke the yellow machine. The machine that should drive the developmental idea of the country. That's a very good idea for Unity Party, but I have a problem with the messenger behind the yellow machine.
The messenger behind the yellow machine is Brandon Samoka.
And where I have a very key major problem. Because he's not the rightful messenger. He has a very good message. The message for the machine is positive. The message for the yellow machine is in the interest of the Liberian people, especially those of our brothers in the hinterland. And sometimes we want to move from Infinco to go as far as Maryland. And just spend 1 hour or 2 on the road and we'll be happy to go and visit our people. Then I want to visit my grandmother as far as from the Western there because I'm from St. And you know, grandkids in my county. I don't need like 45, 30 minutes, I can go. Now we're receiving this messenger that is behind this yellow machine. And then about 93.
So my brother, in a nutshell, you are saying that this person who is the man placed over this yellow machine committee does not have a good character to serve in that capacity.
Let's check his track record. He always hide behind the military. He always hide behind the military because you know why? The military is a place where you don't go for actual verification. But they have their standard operating procedure there. And you see last night, you say go to the, everybody asking why you can go to the military barrier, go check a mission, because you know this soil man will not get you chance. Soil man will stop you. And then why is it the same men are thief for the soil man again? Then you're going to work with the same soil man again.
Thank you very much. That's a fine point raised by the caller, but let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine, Edmund. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Let me say hi to Esther, of course.
Hello.
You know, let me also extend my congratulations to Aman Glasgow and it's good that she pushed for it because once you are clear in your heart that whatsoever crime that have been levied against you, you didn't do it, and she has been able to get her freedom. And I heard that she will sue the government. Because you illegally remove her, I don't know whether she will pay, and if even she will pay for the remaining time that she has to leave that position for tarnishing her character, she should sue the government. If the government don't honor it, government to come, they have to pay for the evil that the government of Liberia ever perpetrated against her. So I will encourage her to sue the government of Liberia. Okay? And when it comes to Yellow Machine, we will just be that's Liberia for you. This president we are, DKA left our breading up the hair or breading Samuka. Now the same man is dancing and warning with a very AFL. Because if you would be the machine minister, and they take the machine and carry it to AFL to Mali, the man will be in and out. If I hear the current chief of staff, they were together on that day, Yellow Machine Day. You know, like specific country, like specific people. Where in the world, legislature, you know, that is some of the picture making the government, making sure that the number that they call 137, that number enter the country. And how much are we paying? What interest? Because we say we collect the money for EcoBank. What the interest rate? How much are we going to be paying back? Why is the lemon time that we have to pay that money back? Nothing like that they are check making, or rather, the war yellow claw, if the guy said the next time the next batch of machine enter in the country, they will be in yellow shoe. That's Liberia for you. Next time when it's voting time, you will know what to do. Because me, I conclude these people, senator, representative.
Okay.
And so I'm considering now that Senator Barika are the worst group of guys in the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Let's talk to this person. Oh my God. Why you give that kind of feedback?
Sorry, this is in a commercial hub. I ain't realized.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. This is the common question, and I'm really I join you for rally this time around.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I disagree. Don't see that the yellow machine is good for Liberia on two counts. Count number one, Liberia evolved from rally on Dusty Road, and we're going towards quota. And the government is not going for the machine to open a construction company or rather to face Dusty Road. So on that point, I disagree. Count number two, I disagree.
But how do you get to Nkota without Dusty Road?
This is a culture of law. The law were not followed.
I said, my man, Gus is asking you, how do you get to Kota without, a dusty road?
But then, it can be done to the construction company. The law company can do that. If you pay your money, for instance, we learn that they use 25 million. That 25 million, road engineer will tell you that it can build for you 25 kilometers of road. Instead of us waiting on a dusty road, for instance, the corridor around Johnson Slow to Hamagle to Jarvis Market, the former president, we are open more than that. It's a promotion hub.
Okay.
Senator is a real promotion system now. It's quite enjoying it. In after a Johnson Road, really thinking about access that era, and they are now going to get that kind of access to the commercial activity that's going on there. But let me just go on Bernice Samuka quickly. Bernice Samuka is a bad message for Gusto because it's a convicted criminal. Although he was father, but it doesn't fit the record. The court convicted.
Oh my God, we didn't cut you off. You went off. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Why are you laughing?
I'm a man. What do you are? The guy was making sense, right?
Yeah.
The previous caller.
Yeah, let's hear you.
I mean, I get sick of going to Barry there because the men were chasing. I don't know Samuka there. I want Baga, which way Baga, what I made of that man, something happened to that brother. They gain that job with that job. Now, small tax down and way notice the army not clear with that man. That man, take a problem with that man. That man is a convicted criminal. He's seeing now, he's certified and he's get job. Doesn't go. If you want to enhance that man to go get a campaign stuff in Lufa there. That's all. You know, brother. The man. That go better in the country. And let me speak to the next of the just to me, say, brother, when you're sorry. Oh, the next discussion.
Hello?
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. Please tell me. See, brother, on the show?
No, he's not yet. But anyway, let's leave you there. All right, please do. Let's talk to Man CC. Let's talk to Man CC. Man CC, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my picking. How you slept, Baba?
I'm fine, thank you.
Let me say hi to my daughter Esther and my brother Goss and Tuni. How you coming out on my house?
Tunis is not here this morning.
We're good, thank you.
But they're all fine.
I'm good.
Yes, Esther and Tuni for the show this morning. So I want to ask the people that cheering yellow machine or yellow buses. I want to ask that they were not brought yellow machine in this country. They never brought 45 buses in this country. We not see it. In parallel with anything with them. I want to ask them today. Why we want to get here will pass up machine, will pass up buses. For what reason? We have brought yellow machine 42 and 42 buses from Freeport straight to the place of go. You probably will say, oh, children, and wear yellow shoe and yellow post. No, they never did to tell you that they're going. It's a challenge. It's very challenge. Now look at the speaker on our window. Let's come to the speaker. Who is insulting woman on Facebook? Last night, listen to that. Oh, insulting woman who say I interpreted. Insulting woman having on yellow shoe. Tifa, I'm going to go guy he's wearing, or what kind of fry he's wearing on it. I don't know call it, or they describe it. Can you imagine that we stay behind that? They play behind that. Window, who stay behind that? People are talking about Google thing that project, put them to carry yellow machine. Oh, when they bring it, will wear yellow shoe. The one speaker talking about Tifa telling us. When they bring a better one, they'll wear yellow shoe. Are you kidding me? What will heading now? What will people? Who's talking about Google thing now? What will be seen? What a photo I will be? Don't country. But today, how come talking about the whole country? Then people getting out of the whole FSD, who are then broken.
Okay.
We cry in the country with them. You might think so, yeah, before anywhere, in my birthday. That was the last who was the left. Any more better who will go by in the studio, who has been in the city. That is very poor. Who they get money? 1 million. What about you want to market money? But the quarter money for a girl, Mr. Lion, that was the law. What way they buy a coaching a riot? Shoes for his weapon. I mean, you take out lorry. So they carry on my break down to go home.
Okay.
Before you finish for the night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansisi. Thank you, the female general. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Nime.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Patience. I'm here with Gus and Esther.
Yeah, good morning, Gus. Mr. Nime.
Hmm?
Women are full power. For some para to go and tell us that the next time we can, the way you know, this is our country. I'm going to know what it is. But Mr. Nime, I want to ask you. So for me, I can people to be seeing anything on Facebook. Now, I'm not long ago in yellow school.
I say all the people that are supporting the government, not one of them left out. All of them are supporting.
You know what I want to tell my customer?
No.
That is continue wearing that yellow school on the 2020 now. He already know that education number 4 long because he will go there one time. We will kick it out with yellow school. That is the only 40 people are wearing yellow school. Oh, we are broad. What is there? Also, we are in green or red shoes. I want to put that to tell Mr. Nime, tell them not nothing at all. Mr. Nime, we used to have not the good guy on the phone. The breaking people got that I'm making the money for property. That being a you and I can't get. He said, you get no far from the money for property.
Okay.
I do it here. The people put something in taking there. Mr. Nime, nothing. What is called our copy? That's not your method. He's a fire line. Nothing. Tell me, Mr. Nime, you have on this. What is called our copy? But I made a work for this. Mr. Nime, tell me.
Okay, patient. Thank you. I think we can leave it right there. Let's take another person. Let's talk to Pawiyatuba. Patuba, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Winnie. How's your family?
Yeah, family fine. Thank you, Patuba. You are live on Freedom FM. Let's hear your contribution.
Thank you. But Winnie, let me ask you, if you know how to pin the that voice, then you know how to wear pump on to for child. The people see Pompon to be what? They see your machine to be because they never started doing your creation. Don't know what they happen for that. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Patuba. Thank you. All right. Yeah, he said, well, he's already informed about you. He already got your message. Yeah, thank you. That's the voice of Patuba. Let's take this person and we'll come back and take a few comments and then we wrap up. Hello? Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. No time.
Yes, bro. I'm happy to see them in Manchester United, man.
Yeah, that's good. Good news for Manchester United. I mean, we are spot number 3 now, so that's good news.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, what baffled me was they got heavy tongue in your mouth there called Tomofala. But I say that the next trip, you wear yellow shoes. I know that man a badness. Yeah. Tomofala, they be so rude there. I know. Nigga, no formal education. How you been sounding so low? I don't know. Let's kick these guys out, though, because they've been talking they can't read up. Okay, well, this politics, they pull out here, medicine business, when they took Zoom to join politics, they can't come in and they try to show their poor mindset for the country. Because how will you tell the boy like, oh, you wear you red, don't in yellow shoe? But not the innocence. I can't sometimes seeing things that are happening in our country. Now, even in Ghana, people laugh at all. People say, but what do you not make us? Are they mad people? Because they will be running away. And not every dog will be running away. The guy that running away with 10 cars, they call it yellow machine. Because it's ice moving equipment. That's not ice moving equipment. That's not 10 cars and trucks. These guys are running away. The men go and bapping and take all machine and beat it. They can't fool the liberal people. And then some of our weak-headed boys from the UP camp, they're running with it. They say, oh, our yellow machine aka. Our yellow machine aka.
Okay.
How will you feel so low?
Thank you, Idrissa.
Literacy rate, man. Tell brother window.
Thank you, Idrissa. Let's leave it there. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, window.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you. This is Jeremiah I'm calling from Clear and Conjunction.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, the realist.
So, with that, what I want to say there, afternoon is that I don't know, there's no reason Bani Samuka had to be whether the mechanic or the hair of the place. After President Mbaka would have had people who were advancing better than that. If you wanted to do anything to take the thing from direct for road, you would have formed back to road development. Development take over the thing on a public way. That's why we have those days. And some people telling us, no, yellow machine. Those days we have road development in all of this country. You create your road from there to the other border, the other people pick it up from there. All over. There was machines. So why you couldn't bring back rural development? Roosevelt Johnson was the last person that handled rural development. Since then, no rural development, everything on public way. If you decide not to put it on a public way, put it on a rural development, then go ahead with the road. I creating roads from the time from Joseph Second Robert they will create roads. They get no benefit. Every benefit, there's a problem with it. So why we could not just take 285 pieces of machines could not be the only thing that we have. That money we could have added the money, let's say the farmers' money that we are left to bring back the rest of the pieces of machines. We do and take that money we use now for that 280 some more machines. Take that
Oh, your line is too bad. Let's leave it right there. We have to get few comments. We running out of time. So let's squeeze in these few comments we have. Let's see. Stephen A. Barr says, good morning, Freedom Print News family. I'm following you from Dakar, Senegal. Abraham Kekola says, awesome. Miratula says, good morning, my Freedom family. I'm watching you from New Georgia Estate. Thanks for the great show. Zokia Zulu says, good evening, guys. Milu F. Ofana says, good morning. I'm following you from 20th Street. Felicia T. Swen says, good morning. I'm following you from Barnesville, Pele Town community. And Kadi K. Passaway says, hi, my good friends. Tomorrow is my birthday and hope to see you both on Saturday. All right, happy pre to you, Kadi. Sam Toby says, good morning, my Freedom family. I'm following you from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Isaiah Gaya says, good morning, my Freedom family. I join you from Caldwell, New Georgia. Big one for me to you all. All right, DJ's Success says, wow, watching from Firestone. Africa says, good afternoon, Freedom family. I'm watching you from King George. So far, so good. Those are all the comments we have. So let me send controls back to Gus to wrap up from his end. Gus, let's hear from you. We got to go.
Yeah, thank you, Wendell. I really love the commentary. The man said the man got 7 tongue or whatever. Okay, like, bro. No, yeah, again, I mean, there's just a lot of things that have been, I mean, I don't get how you have a public work department that you will not even fund, but you're going to get a yellow machine, whatever, presidential project. Again, whatever they do, if our people benefit, I would chair them all. But in the end, as an institutionist, I don't see how like this president and his team do not see the issue people are having. You know, we should be asking this executive to also fund the public work ministry and all of those entities that were mandated to do those work. If I last remember, didn't he appoint somebody? So if you're appointing somebody for those institutions, please give them the funding to be able to perform their duties and tasks, so we don't have to have presidential projects all of the time. Thank you. I appreciate it, Wendy. Have a great day.
You too, Gus. Thank you, folks. That's all the time we've got to be here. We'll be here, God's willing, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not sure I'm going to be here, but Esther and the rest of the crew will be here to run you through the print news, because I have some, doctor appointment tomorrow. So I got to go see my doctor tomorrow. So I wouldn't be here. So let me say a big thank you to all of you again. Before we go, let's say happy birthday to you, Amos Alfonso Pepe he's the director of the Monrovia City Police. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kristen Yanti. Kristen Yanti, we want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Simeon Frank, the third in command at the Liberia National Police. And all of you, this is how we draw down the curtains on this segment of the program from the Print News. Until then, take care and have a pleasant Monday.